Don't shy away from it whatsoever. Instead, Kankang's going to be going straight up through a ram. Now, he's alone when this is happening, and the fight is kicking off into mid.
They have not watched the tape.
Yeah.
Simon was not ready for that. He's just out in mid with the spike.
Donated, yet still the right click in the hands of Kankang. He picks up the upgrade, but he's going to be cleaned up. This is what Team Liquid are good at. Comes down to that discipline. They've honed it, they've refined it. Still, openings could be found. The microplays that Team Liquid love to cook up on the fly are so good.
Last player standing.
It's what's really set them on that path, and it really begins here in Bangkok. VP to evacuate in case he needs it. There's going to be a flash into his face, just slightly turned, but no. Still blinded up. It's going to be Prowler to supplement it, peeking out wide, but he's still going to play his life. And so, giving up the site, it'll be an open plant for EDG.
Spike planted.
We'll find out what I can do past this pointer here. Cheeky angle for Kankang. Tucked up close and personal. I set apart that as well, but the horn just reveals as well. Not quite anything to break it. Satchel, lay it down. Stuns right behind them. That's an attempt by EDG just to try and bail out one of their star players. It's going to be an inevitable round at that. Team Liquid up to 2. Handle onto the horns. There's a pull to supplement, and this guy is being chased now. Chomping at a bit to try and get a piece of him. And meanwhile, Kankang's cracking open the opposite side of the site. Chico does isolate the fight with Chichu going down, but still Kankang will not be stopped. Yeah, and that's also a critical kill of that. It's going to be catching mid lurk, and already you can see it, the ult, the threat of it, already pushing out and pulling out some of that util. Kankang tucked up, top rafters, nobody swinging for this guy, and it's all dealt with. 2 surviving. Deep Prowler used on the other section of A. Team Liquid just trying to clean up the unknowns across the map. There's only one player left to stand here, Kamek. He's going to be tested into this spot and position. He's got some help from on high. People are going to be joining him, and what a beautiful shot that is. Easily dismisses it, but EDG are not to be trifled with. They're going to be running them down up onto the site, and well, just walking straight into the sightlines. Nats makes a decent go of it. That is flicky. You need more than that at this point with EDG playing like this. Running the clock against yourselves.
And they have historically struggled on anti-ecos, but I don't see the resistance here.
No. Just one player's Paddy with a shorty in hand. I mean, we've seen some ridiculous stuff with this gun, but don't think in this scenario it's going to be paying off too much, unless... No, not quite.
Shorty versus Outlaw.
Unless, I mean, Kankang, does he expect it? Wait a second! How the hell is he getting away with that? He might as well the skin of his teeth.
This might have all distracted for Nats coming around on the flank, you know. No sentinel.
Yeah.
Defense pushes like this, they've got to be watched, and Smoggy's got eyes.
Plan is down in the midst of all of this. But Smoggy, very aware. All avenues accounted for, apart from Kiko's actually done, what's that, 140 as well on top of that?
145 as well.
Oh my god. Yeah, Smoggy's dropped down. Damage definitely being done, but the time is ticking. Chances to win the round, dwindling still. This is sharp by Kiko, man. Doesn't matter, it's the eco, he's doing damage and more. Him and Kamek side by side. It's a rifle picked up, but we'll be able to keep it into the next. He got low in the hands, and he's got plenty of targets to choose from, especially when no one deals with that bloody eye.
Heaven, so now this A site is a little weaker.
It's Paddy that's going to be tested, challenged. A shot missed, going wide. Camo does have the dimensional drift. That's going to give him all the information he can work with, but Paddy cannot really help. He's not much long for this. War still stunned. Hits that. Trade in sight, kick off to the side. Plenty more targets where that came from. Simon has to stick that plant down so they get that extension, but it's a 2v4 at that. In through the corner, Kiko is taking names and ripping off heads at this point. Too much to overcome for Kankang.
For the rest of the team.
The control given up. Oh my, Chichu. Cheeky with a peek, but it's a head ripped clean off, and here's that showstopper. Earned up, primed and ready. He's going to be running out. What is that?
That's unbelievable.
Ludicrous stuff from Kankang. Pulling that one out. It's our opening game, man. You got to hold some of it back still. Nats tucked up, ratty position at that, but he's traded nevertheless. And here's where the fight really kicks off. Straight through mid. There's going to be another kill found with Kamek. Can't quite find it. Camo off to the side as well, and he finds that stray shot. Slightest of angles to work with, and Simon is left alone. Back against the wall. 2 targets to deal with. Knows the rough positioning. Heads on a bloody swivel.
Here, for example, I mean, they've actually swapped the operator around, so Kiko's got it up here.
This is a lot of presence. I mean, players crowd onto the side. EDG, they win out that critical fight, though. Out towards elbow. Paddy gone. Maybe they can try and fight their way past. Time is ticking here. This operator in the hands of Kiko is really slowing them down to a degree as well. And now you're seeing it. The peak's coming out. Smoggy tries to take that fight, but surely the openings are done and dusted. Kiko just trying to save this operator. Trying to keep it into the next. It's a round one. The goal is damage for Team Liquid.
And I'd say they achieved their goal there. Everybody on EDG falling. The Sonomy keep it honest. And they're going for that fight over towards mid, same as their pistol round setup.
Where's that trade? I mean, Team Liquid.
Well, here, because you know that early rounds they were fighting mid.
This is the Team Liquid classic, isn't it? Eco round, pack mentality, try and group up and take these fights together with them. Still, it's that equivalent exchange when it comes to it, and Nats is just taking off.
This one, because if you allow Chishu to get into position where they can plant and pit, that is going to be tough.
Oh, Nats. Will he spot the head? Silhouette's waiting. It's a fight taken out through spawn, and the crosshair placement is a Who's on the other foot for EDG. They do have the knives to work with, though. Bangkok's going to be happy with that. See if he can make a go over towards heaven. That's going to be Salvo's fault line. Everything going to be committed. Nats, you're in the danger zone, son. Plenty of targets, but he's going to be swarmed and overcome still. Bit of help maybe occurring. Paddy Tech is quick with it. Reinforcements have arrived.
Goes back into the same...
There's no way. Steps forwards. Wants to take the fight straight to them. What a challenge from Kamek! And it's 2 taken away. EDG, but a bite from the round removed.
Things. He's going to pit at the same time as Smoggy plants. If there was anybody close, maybe that would be dangerous.
In itself to deal with. Prowler committed. Wants alongside it. Sees. Dumping the util. Now it comes down to stray spam. Kill's going to be found as well with the highlights occurring. Chichu! Back. G looking for a bit of a play.
Kiko has ult.
To be heaven, and here's that ult comes into effect. As you were saying, Fuse is going to be burning down just to cinders, and he's forced to just pre-aim it off into the corner. EDG, an opening. Paddy, fall. Still, that's a nade. It rebound.
B heaven is open.
Camo! He's right there, ready and waiting, and a dimensional drift as well to escape if he chooses to use it. He's going to be able to get that information. 35 seconds.
They're going B,
Where
but
are you
Kamek's
going?
there. Kamek's there.
Straight into mid. He might be able to find this one. It's an easy target, potentially yet. That's a spike on down into mid. Meanwhile, Chichu up through the guts, trying to find it up through heaven. This is chaos. This is anarchy. But EDG, they thrive in it. They were molded in it.
They know that Kamek's here.
And Kamek has got a lot to do as the playmaker. No way, man! See how good their retake is.
Team Liquid don't have any util to go for post-plant aggression here, but they have to. Nats might even get caught in sewers.
Yeah, they're going for the deep fight out towards screens with Simon falling. It's a critical kill at that. Nats as well. He's getting away with murder. Still alive, but surely should be falling. And yes, nobody hunts him down. It's precision at its core.
The fight in heaven.
The big wraparound, yeah, and this is where it's really important. Damage being done to multitudes of players. Still surviving into the tail end of things here, but it's a 2v2. Camo is low. But not planted for them. That is a worldie of a shot. Camo with a wraparound, but now he's given up his position. Chichu half already. He's earned himself the outs, and shots are rattled, fired off. Camo TPing away. Chichu, he's sticking this one. It's down to the minor margins. Make it look like an operator even at the best of times. Here it is. Attempt to try and push past that. Orb will be punished.
So much decay damage going on there.
Yeah. Chichu doesn't look like he suspects that there's that Camo tucked to the side, but Camo's also not really expecting it whatsoever. The lurk up, anticipated, so.
Over here, over towards A.
Nats, always in danger. That's going to be drone spotted. Fault line was ready. It was held, primed just for that. And they're going to pounce.
Is there a reaction from Team Liquid?
Maybe up towards mid still. Kang.
Reinforcements.
Here's a challenge occurring out towards it. Now getting a bit of a run on and a bit of a move on. Nade at that. Rebounding towards the back. Chico finds it. Bulldog in hand. Nobody. Short work. Made of Camo up towards heaven. Snappy. Chico will attempt to make do with what he's given into the round, but it's absolute shreds, it's scraps. You've got 9 seconds left, and you are tiptoeing around.
Not a normal pathing either.
Guns out for Smoggy, but it's a little bit too late for that. Beautiful shot. Takes him out.
Kamek's gotta survive here.
Oh boy.
Okay, but now the spike. How is the spike gonna cross?
That's what I mean. They've got to try and create openings here. Chichu can definitely suffocate them out of the side. They want to try and get themselves in. Drops it down. Sees avoided narrowly at that. Still Nats. Okay, I mean the snake bite. Plan down.
Look at the positions. It's so difficult to retake this. You have no idea where Kiko is. Camo at any point can go and get info with his ult.
Too much to clear, but Simon and nobody. I've got util. I don't know how you use it. Sending out the salvos. Push players into unfortunate scenarios and positions potentially there with the aftershock in hand. Flash up and away. It's all dodged in time. Nats. Remaining for Team Liquid. Dimensional Drift was earned up just from prior. And Kang Holds his nerve.
That's not Durka.
It's a trigger finger, yet still slams the shot. And you're right, it's not Durka. No fakes occurring just yet, but we'll have to respect it with a dimensional drift. And hands of Camo, clears his way. The site is paved to that plant. Kiko going to be earning himself to that now. He's one step closer to the showstopper. If he gets himself a kill, retake is going to be incredibly difficult. Camo going walkabouts up towards stairs. You just don't expect it, but these awkward timings is where Team Liquid thrive. EDG going to try and pick up the pieces now and forge something better out of the round into the middle of it, but there's smokes in their face up towards heaven, and Camo still causing all sorts of difficulty. He hears it, the rumble, the footsteps! My God, man! He's ripping them to pieces, and Kang, knives in hands. You have to do more than slice and dice. You need a bloody miracle, but maybe he's the man for the job. Could potentially do it. Time ticking though, getting away from him, and Camo knows it. Play to the win cons, doesn't even give him the fair fight, and doesn't even let him save the operator. And this is nobody's gonna try and make a go of that one, but again, doubled up. The weaker buy of EDG, so they're gonna take risks. And okay, Chichu ingrains himself towards main as well. He's going to be that backup policy with the ultimate in the back of his hands, but his bodies and backs facing towards him. Kang up and around, and still flicky, but Kiko, man! What is that? An explosive opening. Kang with 3, down to that 1v1, and still, again, the time's going to be ticking and potentially getting away from him. He needs to find a player with Kamek. Standard stuff, as they've been watching the boards, into the corner, that's going to be a clone, and still Satchel plays straight into the fray. Kang, and Camo, you can't quite dismiss this guy.
Oh, here comes the retake.
Wait
so
a second.
fast.
Yeah, that's a flash. We go trying to flood attempt in here. So they're trying to plant up for heaven. That's a pit. Lay it down and it makes it a bit more awkward. And Chichu, instinctual plays. Highlights will not help you there, Nats. The pit falls. It is planted for heaven. But Kamek in a 1v3 to tap. Trying to root Kamek out. Smoke covering most of the fire, tapping away, but he needs a rifle spray to just go his way, and it's not going to happen. Salmon away. Salmon's got to be careful of this particular spot here. I mean, it was called out by his teammate, yet still Camo gets the kill. How is he handling this? How is he doing this?
That's rough. He should be stepping back in that spot.
TP forwards. This is so damn fast. This is so damn fast. And no one's expecting Chichu, man. Caution to the wind at this point. Both of these teams are taking chunks out of each other.
That would make this much more doable.
Go and walk in. Camo's found
It's the contact plays. Wins the duel whenever he walks into someone.
It's added just so many absurdities into the rounds. Nobody finding Kamek. Camo up onto the ropes, but decapitated. What kind of targets is he working with here? TP into the back of the side. My God, this is all over the place. What is going on? What is going on, man?
They left everything out there. Nats hunted, taken down. The
time has been ticking as well. This plant was down. Rapid at that. Kiko with the whole line missing. Still Simon's there with a trade. Crouched up in place. Needs to do a bit more. Heaven though, not watched for. And Paddy, he's perfect onto these angles once more. Camo. Just absolutely. Wait. Yeah, there's tension in the air here. Kang. What an adjustment. Plays to be made. Team Liquid are going to be fast onto this one here, but that's going to be Rolling Thunder, committed, TP, evacuation, salvo at that, but Camo, he's deep into their spawn as players, and kills occurring all over the bloody place.
round. I mean, what is the decision there?
Nightmare scenario for EDG. As you said, you're going into the rifle round, you don't have the ults to work with. Other than Camo. Liquid trying to make a go of things. This is going to be a showstopper. Committed, just spotting that player out, Chichu. No more. Be a playmaker into the round. Not for much longer here. There's chaos occurring at the same time. Kamek is on the other side of the bloody map. Armageddon trying to get a move on. Calling for the pause. Kills to be occurring. I mean, that's just a peek through, and Kang just, he can't hit the shot.
There's no way.
Kamek's from behind.
Oh, the awareness.
Ticking. Yeah, he's got that awareness because these guys are just rats in the walls at this point. Liquid, they're everywhere. Diffuse occurring. Smoggy's got the smoke to obfuscate.
They missed! They missed!
Smoggy! Oh my!
It missed!
Are you joking?
Cutting through.
Once more Camo, he's been cheeky with his TP plays. This one, it's going to be spotted potentially. There's no way, Smoggy. There's no way. Flashed up, revealed, TP to evacuate. Camo straight in there on top of it. A bit of spam might just not go amiss here. I mean, nobody's trying to play up close and personal. Cuts it up onto the angle.
Can he get one in this spot?
Smoggy hard committed, but running wide and dropping down. Dash still available. Here for Kang, not even choosing to proc it. This guy walking out, but he's missed it. Oh, no way, he's just missed the corner. Trade there, it's instantaneous, but Chichu's only on 8 health, man. What can you do in this spot? And he doesn't want to wear any of these players. Now avoiding the Prowler, but still hits the flick. There's a trade. No players playing towards main or even off site. You got to try and carve out the path to success here and now. Out to the side and wide as Chichu picks up that two-piece once more. And Smoggy forced to reposition. Kills Bloody down, but this is all just avoided. It's an off angle by Smog. In the game, Shadowtech just trying to draw attention, I think, for the Heaven players to lurk their way up themselves. It's all contact plays here from Liquid. That's the name of the game. It's the philosophy. Got them this far. Might just drag them. Another section of OT. See though, 4 versus 4, and it's all calm until it's not. Players not watched for, down and towards hell, but up on towards heaven, and the trade's in sight. Kills exchanged. Spike is dropped down into the middle of nowhere.
They lost the spike on top of rafters.
Up onto heaven, and Kang there's a prime opportunity.
This is the first time where we've seen EDG find this opening.
Right past the pull, flash in through the back. There's a nade up from heaven. It's going to be preventing the walkout. And Nico, he's right in there. Yep, flood attempt. Caught for Team Liquid. They sense it, they smell it. There's blood in the water. And as these players line up, the damage is done and more. Nobody.
Liquid with a Prowler. And Chishu's going hunting for Paddy Tech.
Walking around here. Oh my. Dash has to be expended just to try and get the hell out of there. Kills. Found at least. How the hell? He's found that timing indeed. Kang!
What's that?
Here he is.
He's got
time to show up and try to shut them up. Finding a multitude of kills. There might be more where that came from, but the counter spam goes both ways, son. Limited in terms of chances, but you never know. Flash forwards. Kiko still lurking, contacting another flash as well. And a peek forwards almost with a reset of the aim. Chichu! I don't think they're going to be too worried about it. It's open access. An easy access at that, and that's what is his timing. You're seeking to take. It's a flash and a flood. An attempt at a play, but EDG are one step ahead. Players to the game plan. Kiko not slowing down though. Kamek out wide onto heaven once more. He's looking for bodies. He's hoping that EDG will just open themselves up. Kiko sailing sky high. Holding, lucky to be alive. There's damage done through the wall, but Chichu dropped down into mid.
Nobody!
Was
that spam?
That is
that?
Spam or something, I'm not too sure. And Simon says, you might not pass this one. There's a horns up into his face, and still Kiko, he just deals with it. Takes that guy out. Can with the operator will have to just back himself away. They gotta know where these players are, but still Kamek, no way. Kamek! But a sour end to the round here for EDG, and that's a dash active, and that's going to be the go button. Signet, Kang moves forward, steps forwards, Kiko dropped, and this guy has been a thorn into their sides, and that's taken care of. Have to at the end of the day, Paddy.
One enemy remains.
His way around though, but that's a bullet to the side of the head. And he's dropped dead, Chichu.
Off the A ramp pressure.
Moving up towards ramp though, Kang. Hold up. Plays in his face, and a shorty at that. My God, Camo just turned him into mincemeat down towards the vents and a peek out wide. Chichu, if you got a little bit more, maybe, potentially. Can't quite get the third, but Smoggy by his side. Nat slices and cuts him up, and Simon, there was damage done. Bullets rattled and away, back behind screens, and nobody does need a miracle at this point. Stunned, rattled and away, 1 kill found. Needs that second one, but he's really just going to be guessing. Nats holds it down, out towards elbows.
That could backstab.
This is going to get messy.
What an entry!
My God. Nobody somehow finds that one. This is going to be it. Salvo's in the fault line. Cuts it up and dissects the site. Chances and opportunities, but Nats is still alive. But with the paranoia in your face, how much longer will you be kicking? They can't remove this guy. It's a thorn in their side and more. It's buying time and space for his team to get back in. Util expended. Out through the smokes. The feed is filled in red, and we push back. Forced to respect the Chichu sees. That connects into the corner. Needs some help. Needs some bailout. Camo. Instant with the trade. Lucky just to get the one. Putting a squeeze now onto him. Kang's hot on the heels, and he does eat him up. Camo not long for the world, not long for the round. EDG. Is this it? Could this be the impetus? Just spotting. Barest of heads. Simon! Late these fights have more, but EDG are not going to give him those openings. There's discipline at its core. Paranoia flushing him out wide. He's lucky that he didn't fall in the first time. Kang.
It's the most standard position for it. Giving it away, and now deciding to go all the way around. What's he up to?
Yep, up top, onto the high ground. Paddy, not enough bullets in the chamber to really do the job. Give him the business. Still, Kiko through the back of the site. We're going to see if they can do some damage and rip off a few heads, but it's all Team Liquid so far. Get him a move on. This is a rapid play at that. Plenty of bodies ready to meet them, but Chichu he's got to do a bit more with that, and he's dropped down to just 10 HP. Surely too much for him to overcome, and that... This is so risky by Camo, man. Listen.
What initiator he's playing, but he gets collected this time by Paddytech. As the IGL,
Yeah.
for how much he can get away with in the future.
Flash gets the acknowledgement, so Paddy now knows he's going to be facing all sorts of these players, but backs himself away out.
Play for the reinforcements.
Make it awkward. If he can deny the plan as well, it'll be good, and he does do just...
They've opted into it.
There's a
Here's a
clash.
big A-main fight.
Yeah, you're going to see this fight taking place. Guns in hand, Team Liquid. Going to try and save the day themselves, but potentially worried about main. I think he might have just heard that one. Yeah, the TP. So he's got his eyes trained onto the spot. Camo almost winning that one out, but with one left, standing headhunter in hand. Similar play. Camo can try and afford this one, but Camo can't afford to be losing his life. Not in that spot. And now a rapid go around. The ones are going to be popped off Paddy. There's pressure on him. It's going to be tested, but oh my, no one watching for that potential option. Off to the side is a steel guard and let loose. Makes his way across into the side and a shorty into the hands of Paddy. Tries to earn himself that upgrade, not that it would have been much help in the end. Still trying to maintain control and shut them down in through lane.
Basically the same idea again here for Liquid. This time Nats gets punished holding that angle.
Saw plenty of thrifties on the other side of things here, but maybe EDG's time to shine. This is so brave.
He could get run down.
Yeah, he absolutely could. He's just spotted the
Uh-oh.
players.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is problem. Territory, dimensional drift. Yeah, that's the danger, man. The rip into the ult without Camo.
Player standing.
It's Kang though. He is the danger in this one. 3 already in it. Make it 4. Clash after clash and engagements here. Going in multiple different directions, trying to pull rotations and plays away, but there's still one to be angering. This is it. In through the back of the side. Kiko, Sheriff, rattling off the shots. Can't quite get that one done. Still with the steel guard, and maybe there's a little bit more, but gonna have to opt into the secondaries now. And EDG on equal footing with these Liquid players. Sidestep.
Should be really good from EDG, especially with this kill from Simon.
No one's watching. The mid looks.
As well, if things do get truly ridiculous.
Alvarez for the first tap.
But I think that's the win con here for Team Liquid, is get the ult out.
Another
Make
tap.
nobody scared.
The tap, gotta believe that they could be off of this one. Still with the armor getting committed. That's Simon gone. He's dusted. Out towards the back here. Rifle's gonna be picked up. The time ticking away here. And with the damage done, listen, precision, not necessary. Onto the Yoru, but that drone. Wait a second.
Surely.
No way.
Surely.
No way. No clearance at all. And he's got the hell out of there. See who ends up on top. Way up.
He took the teleport.
He did.
Perfect
Forced
timing.
him back. Meanwhile, into the smoke. That's Paddy. Watchful eye onto it. Contact plays called out. Wall baited out. And the spike retrieved
Yeah.
to not give away his position. Smoggy.
And Nats still has a main control.
Kiko, how to be tested. He's got to try and push back this assault that's about to be occurring here. Nats with that A main control. And again, he could be a playmaker. He could be the man of the match, but okay.
He shot the clone.
He did indeed, and Kang obliged in return. I think he was still alive and kicking out towards the back here. The Salvers might just push him out of position. No, not quite. They're not going to clear him. He can just spam himself through the wall. There's 40 seconds left roughly into the round. Camo lets it loose with a dimensional drift, and the crosshair placement. It's impeccable. It's perfect. And from Team Liquid across the board, more than ready for it. Carved out a bit of a path for his team to play in here. Simon with that plant. Nothing to push that one back either. So Team Liquid going into the retake here, but already going players down. It's topsy-turvy for Liquid. Just trolling ever so slightly. Kamek though might be making me eat my words. I'm all here for it. Give us a game. Making a go. Still off to the side. Kamek still doing damage as well, but time is ticking. And this is where the problems arise. Backing himself away. Smoggy's on for an ace.
Kind of reaction in mid.
Butched up, just onto the box, and unexpected. Not the second or the third, so he's still alive here to play a bit forwards, but the positioning is expected. Predictable. Kiko happy to capitalize, and he takes it one step forward. Camo off onto the flank, dodging, juking. Chichu can't see a bloody thing. Blind as anything, yet still wins that fight out. Dominates the angle. It's important to control a main, and Simon with the slam bloody dunk. EDG stepping up to the challenge, up through mid here. Close quarters action. Nazi was cutting it up close. Anything to stem the bleeding.
Nati. What a
Okay.
shot.
Hey, Simon, watchful eye, off onto the flank.
Enemy remaining.
Good crosshair placement. Predicts exactly where Paddy's going to be walking straight back into him. Kiko just being stalled out, swamped with util. He's only missing the kitchen sink, and it's going to be that triple face towards the end, so...
But just starting things off early. Trying to clear these spots, jumping up, clearing the
Timing.
pillar,
Timing! Kangkang still steps up. Team Liquid don't even realize how lucky they potentially were.
Might even get caught in mid by Simon on the lurk. I don't know why Simon's been hard lurking with Nightfall.
Angle, Salvo as well. Comes about here. Players almost lining up for it, but EDG going for that clean sweep or attempting for it. Pad as well, expend it, and he's getting the move on at that. Lets it loose. Unleashed now and takes the fight before they can even get ready for the setup. It's a 2v1. So damn unlikely. Pull just for that first tap. Paddy's got so many obstacles to navigate, and of course he doesn't expect it. Yeah. You're giving the plot away here, and it's just a call for the 3-2-1 swing out from the players to the wall triggered. That's an attempt of a timing by Kiko. He's going to make a go of it. Still, he's trapped, tight to the corner once more, and EDG barely removing this guy, but still finding the value, and as the wall fades away, Nats ensures that nobody's going to be fading to black. Kangkang barely there. Flash backs himself out.
When do they decide to use the haunt?
Beautiful, but timinged. Simon sticking, diffuse, potential half, and it's not quite planted for him, so the stick all the way through into the end! And it's Simon who saves the day for him, Nats! Almost desperation in terms of the buy, but what is occurring here? Smoggy walking around, okay. One player dealt with, removed from the side. Chichu can't be asleep at the wheel into that spot. He's got the supplementary util at least to try and help him out. Asawos, so there's no pushback, but there's a pull into their face and they're all blind as anything. Spamming away, vulnerable dump. Can the judge even save you here? It's Nats making a good go.
Full armor ghost.
Brother, they're losing the plot. First match.
It does kind of feel like Team Liquid are losing it here.
Yeah. Please do not bring out the Elmas. Camo kills to be found. Oh my! Simon, can you save the day? Put up a bit of a stand against this one. Cuts it up close.
Might win them around 15.
Not too soon, apparently. Still, Chichu
Spike down.
cuts it up to the side there. And Kiku just taking a few bullets straight. Camo away. Out through mid. Nobody's alone, essentially, taking this fight. I mean, they all are, man.
This is the spike just dropped in the middle of mid.
Not quite hearing the drums, are they?
Nats is going to give it a go, but there's from the Tour de Force, and it's looking like a
God.
bit of a limp end to this.
Nobody?
Oh, that's
You pull that
brutal.
one from?
I mean, also, I wouldn't hate just Camo running a shorty, basically,
Yeah.
and trying to get a
Right.
pick.
Going for it. Instead, he's going to be sent straight to the dirt. EDG were very much ready for this one now. Turning into the A split, but a Cosmic Divide splits the way, gives a bit of safety in terms of the
Spike
plant.
planted. Taking that back.
And a plant that can't be spammed as well. Very open. Kangkang looking for information.
Yeah, Cosmic Divide of his own. So sets them up now for the retake. He's trying to spot a
Hasn't
few of these
seen it.
players. Hold on, seen one. Not much more past it. Oh my God, what an overextension! And Kamek returns with the fire. There's that trade. Earns a rifle as well, just for his troubles, but the dart dealt with. Chichu. Watchful eye onto a multitude of these players, and he's cleaned up almost single-handedly. This guy running rampant now, and EDG, the safety in numbers. Simon with the defuse, fully sticking this away. The weaponry just not even there for Padatek. Just be crushing you. Kangkang sees it. It's a dimensional drift though, so okay, Kama's gonna be safe here. Spotting out two of the players, including the operator. Kangkang's backing out. Chichu, he was dropped, so that means their setup on B does go down. Team Liquid have cracked this one open. Kama to hold on to the space towards back halls.
Cutting through.
Can't give up too many easy kills. Kangkang with the operator. Gonna be difficulty in that. Hunter's Fury, Simon just predicts incorrectly. Sidesteps into the wrong direction. Smoggy just gonna be fading away here. It's a stun with good connection at that. It's gonna be onto the second player, but pulls it back in a round. It's gonna be the TP to evacuate. Salvo's in through, into back calls.
Can he get it?
Here comes the slow squeeze, and he's not aware of that. Snaps to the back of the head. That's execution star from nobody.
And this looks like a sad end for Liquid.
Steel Garden for Steel Garden. See the shorties in play. Armageddon at least, trying to buy some space. Oh my God, Paddy, what the hell are you playing at? Pushing right into the fray, right into the enemy's face. There's two left to stand here. Kamek try and carve out some space alongside Camo, and they've done just that with a couple of kills of their own, but it's just one left to stand. 1v2 Nightfall. No more sound cues. It's pure reactions. Just the aim in your eyes that you can lean on and try and rely on. Earns himself the 1 to the 1v1, but Swoggy saves the day, and EDG shut it down before it just gets away.